Hi there, welcome back. It's Hélène with another video. I am so pleased you decided to join me, and if you are new, welcome. I had to film this video today because I stumbled across a new tag. And this is a tag from a fellow Canadian blogger. Her name is DreaCN, and she published this tag on July 18th, so it's about going on 3 weeks old, and I don't know how I missed it. I think I stumbled on it on Not Your Beauty Guru site. I will link that link down below, and I will also link Drea's video and Drea's channel below. She is an absolute sweetheart. If you have not looked up her channel, I highly recommend it. Okay, so I'm just making myself comfortable and let's take a look. The tag's name is the Wishlist Tag, and how suiting for me because I always have a wish list going. Because if you're not familiar with this channel, you may not know that for me, I anti-haul everything. Things have got to be a fantastic price for me to actually jump on and purchase a product, and so I don't buy regular price. Well, obviously when there are beauty launches, they're regular price, so I don't buy them at that time. That enables me to get rid of the hype, to wait, to get to hear what people say, and then to pick up the items that are truly worth it. So I am quite happy to ride the wave of other people doing the FOMO thing and then end up curating my collection with what I think are likely better items over the long term. All right, with that preface, let's take a look. There are 12 questions. It's nice, not too long, and I'm looking forward to cracking into this. So let's start with question number 1. What is the very next makeup item you're planning on buying? Frankly, I have a very long list of wants, and I am going to wait and see what comes up on the weekly wow at Sephora. And if it is an item that I've been coveting for a long time and it shows up in the weekly wow, that will definitely be the next item I purchase. If there's nothing in the weekly wow over the next number of weeks, then it is probably going to be, I think it's called the Lash Stash to Go, that I will pick up, unless it goes on sale beforehand, I will pick up in the November Sephora VIB sale. Yeah, I'll say that. And then if it's not the Lash Stash to Go, then the next one would be the Norvina palette that I'm going to buy with my $25 off that Rouge gets toward the end of November. How's that for a plan? Now, that's kind of the idea, but probably there's going to be something in the weekly wow that I have had my eye on for a long time that's going to pop up before then, but that is my attack plan. Long answer. Question number 2. If you could walk into Sephora today and buy any one item, regardless of budget, what would it be? You know, I answered all of these questions in my head in advance, and I conveniently skipped this one and didn't answer it. Today, any one item, regardless of budget, what would it be? Oh gosh, I think it would be the Sephora editorial palette. It's $85. I would never spend that kind of money on the palette. Actually, I'm gonna say it would either be that one or the Natasha Denona Lila palette. And I would have to go and swatch and look at both and then decide which one I wanted. Because those are two regular priced items that aren't likely to go on 50% off, and that I have been coveting for a long time. Question number 3. What is the oldest item on your Sephora loves list? It is the Professional. and I have a few samples of the Professional, but it's going to stay on my wish list for a long time because I just got 2 primers from Smashbox through Shoppers Drug Mart. I got the primerizer and I got the pore minimizing primer, and those are both full size, so it's going to take me a long time to get through those, probably like over a year, if not more. What is the newest item on your Sephora loves list? And that is one that I already mentioned. It's a Sephora favorites, and it is the Lash Stash to Go. And the reason it is my newest one in the favorites is it's relatively new, and it has the Monsieur Big in it. And if you're not familiar with those, you have 5 mascaras, and then you can redeem, and they're sample size, and you can redeem for a full size of the one of your choice. And there are 2 mascaras in there that I have tried and 3 I haven't tried. So the 2 that I have tried are the Monsieur Big and the Better Than Sex Waterproof. I like both of them. And then there's a Bobbi Brown, there's an It Cosmetics, and I don't remember what the third one is. Is it a Tarte? Anyway, they're all mascaras that I wouldn't mind trying. And I think it's a great deal, but it's going to stay there because I have a lot of mascaras right now that I am trying to work through. And I do have 2 2 deluxe sample sizes of the Monsieur Big Waterproof. So it's not like I don't have my favorite mascara at the ready. It's just that I would really like to be able to get that favorites box in the fall if it is still available. What perfume is on the top of my wish list? If I were running out, it would be Mon Guerlain, from obviously Guerlain. I have a bunch of these smaller sizes. I actually have one right behind me. I have 4 of these little guys, and so I'm not in a huge hurry to get a full size of this, but I can guarantee you that I will want this perfume when I run out of all my sample sizes. It's my absolute favorite, and I use a lot of perfume samples, and I have not come across anything near this one as far as my scent preferences. Question number 6 is, what is the new release you're looking forward to most? Well, I mentioned it already. It's the Norvina palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think it will be a perfect complement to the yellows and greens in the Subculture, which is my favorite palette right now. And I was going to go for the soft glam, but I'm glad I didn't because I think the Norvina palette will be a better option for me. Number 7, are there any drugstore products you want but you haven't yet pulled the trigger on? The one I haven't pulled the trigger on is the number 7 bronzer, and that is for 2 reasons. Cost, and the other reason is that I have a lot of bronzers right now. I have bronzers in palettes. I have both the light and the regular Physicians Formula bronzer. I have the Rimmel bronzer. I have the Hoola bronzer. I have enough bronzers right now. Thank you very much. And I will wait until I have fewer of them before I go and get another one. Number 8, the eyeshadow palette you're lusting over the most. Frankly, I'm very surprised that I have kept it to the Subculture palette because I lust after every one of the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes. I love them because it takes so little product to get an eye look, and that every single eye look I have done with Anastasia products so far has been fantastic. And so I just love their stuff. I just can't buy a palette for $55. As I said, I don't buy anything regular price. So basically I'm getting one Anastasia palette every year with my $25 rouge, $25 off rouge coupon at the end of November, and that is always dedicated now to an Anastasia palette. Think of it what you will, but that is my reality. Number 9, a product you're waiting for your next birthday / Christmas to ask for. That is very simple. We don't buy each other gifts in my family. We spend time together, we eat together, we create lavish meals and have a fantastic time, but we don't bring materialism into Christmas or birthdays. So that means that I will not be asking anyone for any sort of makeup products. Do I get myself something if I want to for birthday or Christmas? Sure, but it's not official. And so I won't say that I have anything in mind for my birthday. I did recently get a palette that I'm going to go over in my next haul that is really a palette that I feel it's a little extra, and so I am kind of thinking, my birthday is early September, so I'm kind of thinking that I will get to use it on around my birthday. But yeah, nothing official when it comes to birthdays around here. Number 10. What is the item that you're dying to have that is not available in your country or area? That is the plight of the Canadian consumer when it comes to cosmetics. There's a lot that comes out in the States that we cannot get a hold of unless we are willing to pay a horrendous amount of money in shipping and in duties. I am very pleased that Morphe is now in Canada. Would have been nice a year and some ago. When did the Jaclyn Hill palette come out? Because that one was, I got it before it was available at Ulta, and as a Canadian, I'm still, every time I look at that palette, I think, I paid way too much for it. And it's the only palette in my collection that I paid for in that manner, and it burns me every single time I look at it. And I don't know why I just needed to have it so much. It's just ridiculous. But to me, it was like, well, 35 shadows. I just convinced myself it was a good deal, but when, or decent price, but when all the duties and everything were combined, it was just disgusting. So I'm glad Morphe's in Canada. And Ulta was supposed to be coming to Canada, and it looks like Shoppers Drug Mart is trying to fill that void more so, and Sephora's bringing in more brands, so accessibility is getting better. But that said, I want some melt products, and I would also like some sugar pill products. I'm very glad that Jouer is now in Sephora Canada. That is nice. ColourPop was in Sephora last Christmas, but it looked like that didn't work out very well. And I hear that MAC is coming to Sephora this fall. Now, MAC is a brand that we can have in Canada, but I like the fact that it will be under the Sephora umbrella so that it's just one points system, but we will see how that goes. So yeah, it would be Melt Cosmetics and it would be Sugar Pill. And there are a number of other brands that I would be very interested in as well. I would like the Wayne Goss brushes, I think, some of them anyway. And I know the list would be a lot longer, but I'm just giving you a few brands as an idea. Number 11, just 2 questions left to go. Number 11, what is the thing that you really want, but you'll never buy because it's too expensive? Well, I'm going to go with the same answers that I gave in number 2. It's the same thing. I would buy the Natasha Denona, probably the Lila palette, and or the Sephora editorial palette. And frankly, it's practically everything in Sephora regular price, I would say, is too expensive. That's just not how I purchase things. But those two are just really up there as far as even remotely considering paying full price. And I thought that the Sephora Pro palettes would go on 30% off or better, and I have been wrong, like so wrong, but it was a wish. All right, last question. If there was a beauty product genie who could grant you one wish, what would you wish for? And for me, it would be a hair product that would promote hair growth and give me fuller hair again. And I've had a significant amount of hair loss in the last year. And it's been, I found that hard because I've always had nice hair, and I'm fine with it. I mean, things happen to us over time or in certain incidents. I know that my hair loss was very much stress related and life happens, but it would be wonderful to have my great mane as great as it was. It wasn't fantastic, but to me it was fantastic to have so much hair again. That would be wonderful. So Jeannie, if you're listening, I have a request for more hair. Answering this dozen questions was a whole lot of fun. So thank you, DreaCN, for creating this tag. It was great. If you liked this tag and you liked my answers, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like the content on this channel in general, please consider subscribing. And if you have answers to this tag and you don't have a YouTube channel, please comment down below some of your answers or all of your answers. And if you do have a YouTube channel, tag You're It. Thank you for your time today. I appreciate it very much. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.